Rock on, we are live. Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the show. It is I, Chris from Gaming in the Keats, and I am here today with my good friend Vamps and Marilyn. Say hi, Vamps.
Hello, friends. Good to be
Hello. It is
here.
good to be back. It is good to be back. I've been away. Life is whisked me away in other directions, but getting back into ninth. And we are doing a tournament. The Titans of Ninth presents Duel of Titans tournament. So that's our gaming club. We're presenting the Duel of Titans. It's run by James. And yeah, it's going to be next week, April 27th, 28th, 2-day tournament, 4,500 points. And we even have some custom scenarios made by yours truly, James.
Oh,
So do you want to talk about it?
sure. Well, I stole one scenario straight from the ETC scenarios. So they came up with a new scenario called Hold Targets. That's essentially it's just a cross between hold ground and secure targets. Um, so yep, I'll I don't want to go into that too much, but you can imagine it's just a different take on a scenario, but it'll still feel pretty familiar to the players.
Right, right. And then here's the highlight per se
There we
of
go.
the Duel of the Titans.
This is the main attraction. This is how we got players to buy into this tournament.
Not because of our good looks or charming personalities or
no,
anything like
no,
that.
no. You got to give them something extra. So keeping in the theme with our gaming club name, Titans of Ninth, and the location that the tournament will be at, Titan Games and Hobbies in Timonium, Maryland. We are having a scenario where each player gets an extra model. Um, Basically, they get their own Titan, and that Titan is gonna go around causing havoc and getting kill points for everything it kills. And so the secondary objective will be won by the person whose Titan is alive and has the most kill points.
Okay, so the Titan does have to be alive then at the end of the game. Is that
Yep,
correct?
that's
Okay,
right. Because if it's removed as a casualty, it loses all kill tokens,
I see that. Yes.
which still means you can tie it. Still means you can tie the secondary objective by killing the other person's Titan
Right.
if yours is dead.
Cool. I like that you gave this thing 10 health points.
Yeah, man, we want some destruction.
And then the controversial pick is the 50 by 75 base.
Yep,
But
I
to be
decided.
fair, looking at some of the other armies, I don't know if making it any bigger, like, would really help anyone's cause just because of how wide some people's armies are, which we'll get into a bit later, of course. But
Yeah, yeah,
perhaps
that's right.
50 by 75 is actually the best call at this rate.
Yeah, I decided to keep it the same size as like a regular giant. Although there was some talk of bigger base sizes, so maybe we'll see just how titanic we can make this scenario if we're able to run this tournament again next year.
All right. Well, let's get down to the loot, all the good stuff coming out of this tournament.
Oh yeah, so this is also somewhat of a sponsor reveal. So thank you to Sigmarite Boutique for sponsoring some of the loot here and for supporting our tournament. Each and every participant is going to get a Vision Arc, Charge Arc, courtesy of Sigmarite Boutique, which is an Etsy store. And we'll show you a little bit about them momentarily. And then a little small mystery gift as well that we'll be throwing in there. So yeah, looking forward to having a little something to give all of our signed up participants.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about that mystery gift.
And then first
Um,
place, we got a trophy. You know, I put illicit LARPing contraband. Um, yeah, this might not be LARP legal in all LARPing situations.
Depends on the
Um,
country you're in, I think.
yeah. Depends on the country. It depends on the comp being used. But yes, there will be a trophy. Um, Best hobby project. Is it okay if I talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely not. No, no, go
Oh
for
no!
it.
Oh no! So I guess I will anyway. so,
We're
so
doing
this
it
is
live, everyone.
we're doing it live. We're doing it live. Just going against the presenter's wishes. That's how I
Eh.
do it. um, no, seriously, you don't mind, right?
No, of course. Oh my god.
Okay, okay.
Go for it.
Uh, so best hobby project. Essentially, I'm gonna be. Um, it's not a straight up best painted. I'm gonna be going around surveying people who I think um, are the best contenders for this award, and the paint will definitely come into it. We definitely want completely painted armies, but I'm also going to be asking about conversions and kit bashes and 3D printing and the theme and so on and so forth. And I really want to kind of take a few notes on each kind of contending army, and then I don't have an exact rubric for kind of determining this award yet, but my plan is to get a little bit of help, um, get some expert help, maybe from the store. We've got some great hobbyists at Titan Games and Hobbies, just to share my notes with and kind of help me choose a winner for that particular award.
Very
Um,
nice. So you're the person we bribe. Got it. Oh, and possibly store employees. Got it.
yeah. I'm gonna get some help. We'll have some different adjudicators or judges to kind of help determine that, and I'm gonna
See what
I'm
you
gonna
did.
hopefully have a couple interview the contenders and ask them about like the unique aspects of their army and so on and so forth.
Cool. And so then you got Best Sportsmanship sponsored by Sigmarite Boutique. So that's
Yep,
nice.
that's exciting. They're going to be providing a gift card to their Etsy store, and yeah, I really just encourage anyone who has a purchase to make to give Sigmarite Boutique a look. They make great products. I've gotten measuring tools and movement trays from them before. I was really happy with them. They also have all kinds of resin miniatures. We'll take a look at them in a moment. But I think most importantly, they are supporting our community, and yeah, we should support the people that support us. Essentially, is what I'm saying.
I agree. And then sponsored by Win Studios, one of ours, if I'm not mistaken, the biggest tragedy or Darwin Award. This feels dangerous.
Yeah, so this is another award that it's not quite determined how it gets decided yet. So I'd love for the participants of the tournament and maybe anyone else watching this YouTube video to give me your opinion. Is this going to be the person with the lowest points total, or would it be someone who maybe loses all of their games? I guess because I guess for me, like the biggest tragedy to me is like if I went to a tournament and I just lost every game, which doesn't necessarily mean you've got the lowest points total. Right. I
Right.
kind of feel more sorry and want to give something to someone who like lost all their games and then have like lowest points total be like a tiebreaker.
Right, if you just got, like, nines across the board.
Right. I'd feel so bad for
Highest
you.
loss you could get.
I'd feel so bad for you, you know. But yeah, we'll get a little you know, consolation prize. Yeah, to the someone down at the bottom, or maybe we'll just have like the first place player, you know, use their gift.
Well, so that speaking of first place, here's, scrolling down to the trophies that we got in the charge arcs.
Yep, yep. So there we have the first place trophy and the charge arcs that
Yep.
everyone will be getting one of.
Alright, and then, I'm gonna switch on over here to the, Sigmarite Boutique, who's sponsoring
Thank you to David. David, such a pleasure to converse with, and was so thoughtful and helpful, and just supportive of what we're doing, which is getting together and having a good time.
Wow. Oh, look at that. The Gobs Peril Battleship. Alright.
And
Nice.
yep, so you can see they've got all kinds of resin miniatures, um, sci-fi, fantasy, a bit of historical. If you scroll up
Yep.
and go to the, you can see on the side the different categories of things they have. Uh,
Ooh.
so they've got all kinds of goodies. So I definitely encourage you to check out Sigmarite Boutique for your gaming needs, and of
Well,
course our host store Titan Games and Hobbies as well.
indeed.
Got to be one of the two.
So I say we get to the real meat and the potatoes of what we're here for.
All right.
And we got the matches up too. So we'll do the list breakdown, but we'll do it as like the pairing itself.
Yeah, yeah.
Um
Are we
so
predicting these matches or
oh gosh, I don't know. That's putting too much responsibility on my we could
I'll
give
do it.
it a try.
I'll do it.
Make your predictions. We can make Are you a betting person, James?
Uh I guess I sometimes lose money on DraftKings if that's what you mean. But
It must be noted, although I do wanna point out it should be noted that, there is some sort of bug in New Recruit. It's been happening for all the lists, where just some of the points aren't updated, and so some of these lists are, over points or maybe even a bit cheaper than they normally would be, so
yeah,
just a note for people watching at home, not freaking out.
I'm gonna be honest. This is like my first time seeing some of these lists. I've kind of seen a few that have been like posted around in the Discord. So
So, yeah, um, so this list, right? Chris Wynn, he's one of our club members. He's up against Dan Auch.
Win
We got
Studios, let's
uh,
go.
Yeah, right. Dwarven Holds. This is a grudge match. No pun intended here. We've got 3 Dragon Seekers. I love this, and then just a Runic Smith. Just you need a general somewhere. Um,
Grudge match, but he didn't bring any. I don't think he has any grudges. Or does
no,
do
in
we
fact,
get one?
no Book of Hatreds, like nothing of that. So
I don't know
I
if they
don't
get
know.
one automatically. Maybe.
I that you'd have to. Yeah, I couldn't tell you. But we've got bodies upon bodies of great weapons. Um, so just 40, so 80 clan warriors, 90 King's Guard,
Oh gosh, I didn't. Every rank and file model has a great weapon.
and
Oh my
seekers, 7
gosh.
seekers.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
awesome. I don't know,
Hmm.
Chris. I feel like you're missing a rune, like the double rune of lightning, man. Like, come on.
Ooh.
But yeah, that's just a lot to chew through. But on
Oh,
the opposing side, we got Dan's Empire list:
oh my god.
Master of Div, Wizard Master. Yep, Marshall, just a great weapon. Oh, we're seeing a theme here. Uh, yeah. Oh, Crown of the Wizard King on the Battle Standard Bearer. And then, yep, we got, speaking of bodies, oh gosh, 84 heavy infantry with spears, 60 just heavy infantry support units, electoral cav with great weapons.
Mhm.
Yes,
Well, what
37
happens
imperial guards with great weapons.
when the flagellants fight the King's Guard? I mean, I guess what I'm thinking for this matchup is the flagellants rule doesn't really do that much because all the dwarves have great weapons as well. Is that, am I seeing that right?
Uh,
Because they're
well,
both swinging simultaneously, so being removed at that end doesn't really do
right.
anything, right?
So it's just everyone gets to hit each other all the time.
Yeah,
I think that's how that works.
yeah.
Right. So 90 flagellants, 3 times 5 Imperial Rangers, some riders, and light lances and shields for style. So, am I correct in seeing that there are no guns? Yep. I think. Oh, well, you got bows, but no guns, unless Rangers have guns. I think the Rangers have the bows.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. All right. So the shooting phases are going to take forever in this matchup, but oh man, that's gonna.
So what are you seeing in this matchup? Do you have a prediction for his?
Oh god. Um. Well, I guess the Empire Army has more bodies. Hold on, 90 plus, so 150, 157. And then the characters, so 157 on that. Yeah, so the Empire does have more bodies,
Mm-hmm.
but the dwarves have more quality bodies.
All right.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I think the only issue is like the Kingsguard don't they're not going to be bodyguard.
Right.
Flagellants are unbreakable.
Right.
And I think the Imperial Guard are bodyguard, right?
The Imperial Guard are, yeah.
Yeah. So I think the if whoever can do the most damage from the combat, basically, um, I guess the steadfast issue would be, I guess, more towards the dwarves. That's assuming that the Empire can kill enough of them to
The
break this.
Rune of Wisdom's a spell, right?
Yeah, it's a spell. It's a bound spell. Does that make them? I
So
don't know what it does. So I
so this is my thought. I'm leaning to the dwarves on this matchup,
okay.
and my thought is I think they have the right magic for this particular matchup because he can get so many like -1 resiliences
Right.
that where like, and he's already more elite in quite a lot of cases, that I think I think I'm just edging it to the dwarves. I'm going to say about a 12-8 is my prediction.
12-8 to dwarves.
Yeah, yeah. And I love Dan's army, and I think he's going to be one of our contenders for the hobby project. So I'm
Right.
going to look forward to interviewing him about his army.
You
And
know,
he'll probably do very well this tournament too. But I just like the dwarves just a smidge more in this matchup.
yeah, the -1 to all the magic for it because I don't see any sort of re-rolls to wound, for example, in Dan's list. It's div.
Because he
Um,
doesn't have a prelate. I don't see a prelate.
there's no prelate. Oh, so does that mean there's also no hatred then on the flagellants?
I don't see a, because he doesn't have a cart or anything. No, I think
Oh, if
he's
that's the case, no, I think I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna say 11-9 to Chris.
So you said 11-9. I said
Yeah,
12-8.
yeah.
All right. All right. All
Gotta
right.
go with the clubmate. All right, so I'm gonna go.
That's right. It's the Titans v Dragons round as well.
Sorry, Dan. I'm biased. All right, match two. We got Brian against Tim.
Dude, I
Okay,
have no idea about these lists, but I'll talk about the VC one.
yeah, by all means, go for it.
Well, my friend Brian, he's rocking a vampire count who has the Path of Shamanism. Got a little bit of a light armor with a 2-up armor save. Got a True Thirst, Batala Mysteries of the Night. Okay, so he's rocking the 18-inch Inspiring Presence. Just a straight up 2-up immune to multi wound guy who's gonna bring guys back to life. Great. And
So
then
he
he's got,
goes in barrel guard, I'm
yeah,
assuming.
probably. And then he's got two guys that make the ghoul stubborn. So yeah, he's doing three big stubborn blocks. You know what? I forgot. The theme of this tournament is piles of dudes, isn't it?
I guess so.
Piles of dudes is the theme of this tournament, and so Brian's
Prostitutes and great weapons.
yeah. So Brian's bringing the piles of dead dudes. They're all going to be stubborn, the big piles, and then he's rocking some spectral hunters, which I think are a good unit,
6 Phantom hosts too.
and
That's
6
cool.
phantom hosts, which I think are a good unit. Maybe at the end here we'll look at the ringer list. The ringer list might have a few phantom hosts as well.
Um. Okay, so the unbreakable will is what gives the ghouls stubborn, then, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay, nice. And so then we go on to Carrick's list. So he's got double paladin. One's on a hippogriff. He's flying around, being a douche.
Right.
Um, how killy is this guy though?
I'm gonna say he's good. I mean, at minimum, I
Uther's metal.
forget what Uther's Metal does now. I think it does like a bolt thrower hit type of thing.
Okay, so he's not like the cannonball guy.
No,
Okay,
but I mean, he's got prayer etched, which is a defensive item,
okay,
and he's a paladin, so he has divine attacks built in.
right. And so
He's on a
and
hippogriff and has a lance, so he's
two
you
up,
know
five up.
he's pretty decent.
Okay, and then his general's on a Dysteria. Um, with divine judgment. He's sainted and gallant. We got a damsel adept of div with the magical heirloom and the sacred chalice, because duh.
Yeah.
Um,
I guess the one on the Destro is Killier, right? Got the
I
Sainted on the
think so.
Divine Judgment.
Yeah, that's the divine judgment is like the effectively the cannonball, right?
Yeah, yeah. So they're but so two nice paladins.
Nice. Yep. The damsel, the duke, his battle standard bearer with the oriflamme, and the stalker standard. Yeah. Knights of the Realm. Knights of the Realm. Oh, here we go. We got some bodies. Lowborn levies, about 50 lowborn levies, 20 archers, and then others with halberds and shields. Prepared positions, that's cool. Knights of the Quest, a relic shroud, and a banner of discipline.
Ooh, that's going to be a nice piece for this tournament for
Yeah.
helping deal with piles of dudes.
Yep.
That
Ouch.
trebuchet. Uh,
20 Ordo Wardens, that's interesting. Um, okay. Aether
Oh,
Icon. Good. We got a trebuchet in there. Sacred Reliquary, nice. And a Scorpion, just to shoot some stuff.
I like the list. Do you?
I do. It's fun. I like that there are peasants in the list.
Yeah, keeping with the piles of dude theme. You got to have
Yeah.
some dudes, but not as many dudes as what we've been seeing. But he has a
Yeah.
trebuchet.
He does have a trebuchet that can hopefully help deal with some if it hits. Um, my guess, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Brian on this one. I'm going against my clubmate. This might come back to bite me for karma's sake, but I
Oh,
think I might actually go with Brian on this one.
the betrayal.
It's a bit of a trail. It's just
The
like
betrayal.
it's the 39 barrow guard, um, and just the ability to just keep raising those bodies back. Like there's lots of ghouls. Um,
Right. He does have that necromancer as well. I don't think I even mentioned. So he's got.
of alchemy, right? So he's got some ways to deal with armor in there as well. We got shamanism, so yeah, nice. But then the hippogriff guy is going to be kind of a pain.
Yeah, the stubborn is not what KOE wants to see.
Nope.
But
So I'm going to go with, I'll say 14-6 to Brian.
I think Tim is gonna do just a little better than that. I'm gonna say 10-10.
10-10. Okay. There
Yes,
you
sir.
have it. Well, best of luck, gentlemen.
Yep, yep.
Next. All right. We're waiting for the loading. All right. Now we got Mike and Ben Keller. Cool.
Oh my gosh,
All
what are they?
right. What is going on here? So with Ben's Warriors of the Dark Gods, you do Ben's and I'll do Mike's.
Okay, so just the list archetype, right? It's 2 units of fallen, 2 units of warhounds, 3 units of knights, and 2 chariots. So it's quite symmetrical. Um, everything. The knights and chariots are hammers, right? The warhounds are your dedicated chaff, your fallen or your emergency chaff, but they're also a good fighting unit. And with paired weapons, they can actually take on quite a lot of, like anything non-elite, they're gonna get through it. So yeah, he's got the kind of unit part of the list seems good. And then characters, let's see, Master of Occultism.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, that should be pretty good. But no, oh no, he's got the Veil Walker. So yeah, that's going to be really tough to deal with. And what
Yeah.
does he do on the Chosen Lord? Oh, the Chosen Lord. You know what? When I saw the 730, I was thinking probably on like a Chimera or a Manticore or something.
This dude's on a steed, the
Dude's
black
on a
steed.
horse. So yeah, cavalry that's going to get after you, and paired weapons, touch of greatness. So
Mortal Gauntlet. So he can choose like what type of attacks he has, right?
um, yes. So it's six
Yeah.
strength six that can either be flaming or divine if he wants. They're already going to be magical because of the touch of greatness.
Mm-hmm.
But six strength six, and then with the idol of spite, it can go to seven strength seven for a turn.
Gotcha. That's cheeky. He's sloth.
Yeah,
So if he doesn't charge,
he's -1 to wound,
that's one to wound.
and yeah, he's probably got a 1-up for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This looks fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how this list kind of copes. If this list can cope with like some of these lists with like lots and lots of bodies,
Right.
but it is a good list.
The Master of Occultism, I think, will help in this scenario here. So we got Mike. He's rocking a Dread Prince on a chariot with the Transcendence. So he's got a 1-up, 4-up MR2. The Witchcraft Master, which is, I think, going to actually be really helpful in this matchup with the Crystal Ball. And then the Exarch, oh god, yeah. So he's got the Exarch with just the crippling frost, which is cool. And so it's a 2-up, 4-up in combat, and then div. And so that Exarch is going to give, yes, you guessed it, 30 Judicators battle focus.
Yeah, that's just a unit
Oh god.
that's a big problem in this game.
Yep.
That
That
unit,
unit's gross.
oh my god.
And then he's got a BSB with the yeah, I love this. This is my favorite part. Moither's Mirror. So if you allocate attacks onto it, he does like the 3 strength 4 hits, and he gets him like a 5-up Aegis in close combat. But he's only a 3-up armor, I think.
Who's that?
Um, this is the Selixian Officer.
Oh, the Selexian Officer.
MR2, nice. And he does have that multi-wound, lethal strike, and artistry of death spear that's like 50 points or 40 points.
Yeah, it went down, didn't it? It used to
It
be like
did.
50.
It's like, good God. Okay, sure. Um, so 29 spears, 21 mental. Yeah, they are mental. 21 temple militants, with a flaming standard.
21 crazy
They are mental.
guys and gals.
The
Ghost gals.
auxiliaries. So nice little bunker for the outcast. And we've got an effigy of dread, so everything causes fear within 24 inches. And a cheeky rule of that I've noticed is that you can't benefit from the rally around the flag when you take fear tests. If you're within the bubble, your opponent cannot benefit from rally around the flag. Only for fear tests, but it's still important.
Nice. Yeah, good chance to get a +1 to hit or something like that, or
Indeed.
-1 to be hit.
Exactly. And then, 2 pieces of chaff, black cloaks to be annoying, and then the other, shadow riders, and then you got a Hydra. Yes. I think, okay, I want to see. I have a personal competition with Mike because I'm also doing Dread Elves, and surprise, I also brought a Hydra. I want to see if Mr. Cuddles, my Hydra, can out cuddle Mike's Hydra.
Oh my gosh.
So, and that means which Hydra does the least amount of work in
The
in
least amount.
yeah,
Maybe that's
which
who
Hydra
the
whiffs
Darwin
the
Award
most,
should go to. That's the Darwin Award. It goes to the worst Hydra.
the cuddliest Hydra.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think okay, looking at the matchup, I do think I mean the Master of Occultism is of course a problem for Dread Elves. Um,
Yeah.
but because Mike has he has 2 instances of agility debuffs.
Mhm.
And witchcraft is just such an annoyance to like witchcraft can really help mitigate the damage output on characters and units. It's very defensive. I do think Mike will take this match. That's my guess.
I think it's gonna be close, though. I
Yeah,
I agree with you, and I think it's gonna be close because I'm seeing, points that Ben can pick up as well. I
indeed.
mean, like,
Yeah.
the militants can't do anything in this matchup, can they really?
No, nonsense are there. Yeah.
They're gonna be, garbage. Maybe they can take out a unit of Fallen or something like that, but then they're gonna be toast.
Yep.
Um,
But so I'm gonna say 12-8 to our clubmate Mike.
yeah, I think that's a pretty reasonable estimation. I was gonna give it to Mike too, but I was gonna, it's pretty. To me, it's pretty even. But I was just gonna edge it to Mike 11-9, going with the clubmate.
All right, let's mosey on back.
Yeah, good matchup. I'm looking forward
Yeah,
to
that's gonna be cool.
peeking in on that one.
All right, we got Mark and Aaron. Let's do it. Mark's list. Oh yes, that list. Oh God,
Oh, what is he?
I have PTSD against Mark.
Oh my
This
gosh!
list particularly.
Really,
Um,
you played him with this list?
I have.
Doesn't
He
play
kicked my
dwarves that much, so I'm
he
like
absolutely
surprised.
kicked my butt. I do have a battle report at some point in here that him and I need to do together. Sorry, Mark. I appreciate you waiting on that one, but we've been coming around to it. But yeah, so I'll go. So Mark's list. Don't be fooled, everyone. I know you see cannons, and I know you see guns and crossbows. Don't be fooled. That's all I'm gonna say because I don't want to ruin Mark's strategy here. But yeah, so he's got the king on the war throne as Sir Duncan. Yeah, did I get that one right? Mark, you can of course.
Sir Duncan.
Yeah, Sir Duncan and his donkey
Oh,
is coming to town, and he's going to be smashing face with destruction and rune of might. So he's strength 60 through wounds. Ooh, rune of storms. That's fun. That's that like anti-flying rune that you can activate.
yeah.
He's got the runic smith, runic smith with the 3 battle runes, rune of denial, nice. The thane on shield bearers. That yes. I have PTSD against this dude as well. I threw like all these units into him, and he just like the rune of lightning just like annihilated me. Rune of courage, rune of shielding, hold stone, nice. Anvil power. You got graybeards. Do they have great weapons? Yes, they do. So graybeards. You got some guns. You got some crossbows. You got the King's Guard. So that unit is gross. And guess what? They have swiftness. So they vanguard. Yeah.
There's some very strong units here, I think.
Yeah, these are tough. 10 Seekers with Vanguard as well. We got a nice little steam copter to be annoying. And then he basically has a cannon for one type of threat and then the flaming cannon for the other type. So it's like anti-jet cheater and then anti-one-up rerollable cannon. you know, it's just the anti-cowboy cannons.
Yeah, yeah, we're gonna be seeing Mark up at the top of this tournament for sure.
Yeah, I got a feeling.
Got a little feeling. Got a little feeling.
I got a feeling.
Let's see if he has to go through the ringer.
What?
No,
No
I'm
pun
joking.
intended. Um, and then we got our clubmate, another Titans of Ninth clubmate, Aaron. He's rocking 2 goblin. Ooh, double master, pyromancy, and a witch doctor. Nice. Okay, we got an orc warlord. Excuse me, James. I'm taking your thunder. You can take this list.
No, it's quite all right. This is another piles of dudes list. So this is definitely in the piles of dudes sub tournament. There's a bunch of rabble, a bunch of orcs, an impressive 11 cave trolls between 2 units.
Oh.
Gogtech neophytes, definitely solid units, 2 scrap wagons. Why not for 120 points? And then, yeah, the characters are there to support those units and, give them a little bit more bite.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the Wizard Master of Pyro is actually pretty decent for this tournament. Maybe not for this matchup, but I think it is a good path for the tournament. Double Master.
Yep. So,
Double
all
Master.
right, Aaron. Although in this matchup, you really want your witchcraft to be going off. Oh my
Yeah, this is
goodness.
the witchcraft. This is the witchcraft game for sure. Okay, so this is a nice list.
I like the
Yeah,
goblin demigod on the pet monster with shield breaker. That's fun.
I like it. I like it. Um, so yeah, good list. Aaron, great guy. everyone at this tournament. Really good person to hang out with. I think
And
Aaron's going to be another contender for the hobby project.
yes, oh my goodness, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see a fully painted Orcs and
Yeah.
Goblins army from
I'm
Aaron.
hoping he gets it. I'm hoping he gets it painted completely. That might be the one thing, but he's got some really lovely stuff.
Oh man, so unfortunately, Aaron, I I am gonna have to bet against you, just because I know. Yeah, it's a hard matchup. I think.
Yeah, I have to agree. Um, and I think Aaron, right? You just got a submarine. You
Yeah, yeah,
take
submarine
a,
from
take
the
a lump round one, and then you rise up after round one.
yeah. Oh man, if you can, yeah, just try and get points where you can, Aaron. Yeah, best of luck, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, and then the final one is Jeff Durham versus myself. All right. Do you want to do Jeff's list or do you
Sure.
want to do my list?
Oh, either one. Either one. The option's too good there.
I mean, there's vampires, so
Yeah. Okay. So we've got a list that Jeff's been doing really well with. I think he probably won a tournament with this. If not, he's scoring high with it. He has changed it a little bit. He was running a light master of occultism, but now he's gone over to shamanism, which I think is fine. I think that's a good pick. Um, yeah, that Courtier is pretty solid.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, so he'll be going in the Barrow Guard. This is another decent piles of dudes list. Uh,
Ugh.
yeah, the Sangreal vampire count's a real problem.
He is.
One
The
up
kid
rerollable, and then recovering wounds on a 3-up, and then all the damage it can
hits.
do.
Right,
Yeah.
and then he rolls hits and wounds, right?
No. So my version, I take the Eldritch Inscriptions where I reroll wounds.
Oh, okay.
This one has the True Thirst, so he'll reroll hits with battle focus. Almost said fury, but no, he'll reroll hits with battle focus, and yeah, he'll have strength 6 hits, probably strength 7 hits because he'll be running
Shaman.
awaken the beast and perception of strength.
Right, because the perception of strength comes from the spectral hunters.
Yeah, yeah. So he's got two ways of boosting the strength up. Does he have a spectral blades in here? Nope. But of course he can. He's also can give himself the toxic breath weapon, which is
Right.
really, really good in combat or from range. He can also throw Whispers of the Veil. So he's not re-rolling to wound, but if Jeff gets a bit of magic off, the wounding won't be a problem. He's going to hit a whole bunch.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, oh god. Well, I'm at least thankful that it's not a master of occultism.
Yeah, I think that's better for you in this matchup.
Like 1 point better, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. But overall, right, like you look at this list, it's not super meta with single models. It's not it's not tricky, right? Like it doesn't have the sweeping attacks and some of the
Magical move
fancy fancy
shenanigans.
things that vampires can do, but it's solid. Like everything's solid. He's also got the unit of 5 vampire knights, and he's just gonna rely on you know he can play lists like this because he's a very good player, and he is experienced enough to like make these blocky units work well. Of course, having the um, vampire count and the Barrow Knights kind of speeding along does help as well.
Yeah. Or yeah, right, because I mean he can put that count wherever though, right? Like he could do
You
the
know what? Jeff's used to playing dwarves, so he's going to probably be loving these advanced 4 units. He's
um
going to be flying up.
well, yeah, I think yeah, I'm gonna scroll down to mine. It's I've played against Jeff like once back in 1.3 against his dwarf list, and he like destroyed me. And yeah, so I'm under no delusions that this is going to be uh an easy matchup or not.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a
All
tough
right, so my list. We've got it's Dread Elves, surprise. And we're doing an Outcast Wizard Master with Mask of the War Crow and the Crystal Ball. So her unit that she's in gives out a 6-inch fear bubble. That where you reroll ones if you happen to cause fear. Then I went with double Dread Prince. Because why not?
2.
We got 2 Dread Princes. My general's going to be on the chariot with 2 up, 4 up in combat, 1 up, 4 up from ranged, and then a great weapon. I had to take an obligatory great weapon here with Cleansing Light, Obsidian Rock. And
Those
then we have.
princes are so good. Like, oh my gosh.
I'm sorry.
Those princes are so good. Like having always +1 to wound.
Oh, I love it. Well, let's see what they do here, because like we got this other cheeky little Dread Prince on a Raptor. She's just a 1-up rerollable with the Transcendence. See what I can do with her. Got my BSB Exarch with some divine attacks and the Book of Arcane Mastery, so I get 6 spells on the list. So she's not really like defensive, but let's see what she does. We got the 34 spears this time, and then from here it's just like basically kind of like an MSU theme. So I chose to go away from the massive amounts of bodies.
Yeah, you're
Big
not
units, and I was like, I'm just gonna go MSU. Not sure if that was the correct decision or not, but we got auxiliaries. We got some just Shell Rise for Chaff. We got a cheeky Beastbreaker unit in here. So it can, give me that +1 advance on some units that are harnessed.
Man, with some of these lists out here, that unit's going to have to be fighting.
Oh, of course. No, they're totally just like walking in the way, giving their lives for the good of Selixia. 2 units of Obsidian Guard, just for some more BSB bubbles. But these guys, I think, might surprise people. I've had a unit of 10 Obsidian Guard kind of wreck Judicators before, like a big unit of Judicators, just because it's a lot of attacks, 2s and 2s, just great. Nice little Raptor Chariot buddy to go with the Dread Prince, Divine Altar for that fear bubble, and that Channel 3. Trying out the 8 Shadow Riders. They're like they're a bit of a hotness now, I think.
I like that unit for only 233.
Yeah,
that mobile shooting, I think it's pretty nice.
That's going to be fun. And Mr. Cuddles, the Hydra.
Yeah. He's got a lot to do this tournament.
Oh God, yeah.
You know what? I think he's dying every game. I think Mr. Cuddles is dying every game, but I think he's gonna
pave the way.
Yeah, he's gonna drop a lot of bodies.
We'll see. I do like the witchcraft in this matchup, but I'm gonna have to vote against me.
You're gonna vote against yourself? That's illegal. Oh my gosh.
No, it's gonna be 10-10. We're just gonna say 10-10.
Okay, that's right. I was gonna
That's
say
my
like,
goal. Let's just say this, James. That's my goal in this match. If I can get 10 points,
hey,
there we go.
it's
10-10.
possible. It is possible. You know, you've played against VC quite a lot in your illustrious career as a Dread Prince.
Oh
So
God. Yeah, I'm familiar with the army, but you know.
yeah, um, yeah. I think this is a tough one for you. Um, but scroll down a bit. Scroll down a bit. Yeah, so this is a tough one for you. I think Dread Elves typically, they have these units, right? That if they get their matchup, they just like nuke a unit. But outside of that, if they can't create those matchups, they like will struggle to deal with a list like this, or with like VC in general, because
War of attrition. Yeah.
yeah, the war of attrition. That said, I am going to say that you're gonna use your wits and experience against Mr. Durham, and I'm gonna give you 6 points, my friend.
6 points. Okay. All right. That's out of spite. I'm gonna get my goal. Just
Hey, I
because
had to I had to betray you, or I had to betray VC.
I understand. I understand. 6 points. That, to be honest, I think that's actually rather generous of you, but
No, I think you're gonna get some points.
but all right. So that's it.
Yeah.
That is all the goodness.
If
We
anyone's interested, the ringer list is pretty similar to Jeff Durham's list. If I am unfortunately called upon,
Oh yeah.
it's in it's
Yours
on
is
it's on new
in
recruit.
recruit though, if I'm
Yeah,
not mistaken.
it's on new recruit. So if you want to check it out,
Let's see.
you
Do you
can.
want to go over your list, James?
Yeah, I'll do a quick. I don't want to catch people out with the ringer list,
Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, nice.
but
Let's go. Your list.
yeah, it's pretty similar to Jeff Durham's list. It's going to have a big Barrow Knight bus with a um, rerolling to hit and rerolling to wound battle focus vampire in it. So a guy that can do a lot of damage. I did go with the Master of Occultism, um, Lamian vampire with strength strength 7, divine or flaming, multiple wounds 2 to towering, and then
Yeah.
you know I think I did okay with the whole piles of bodies thing. Like I got a good amount of bodies, I think. Um, yeah. So this is a bit like Jeff Durham's list, but I guess it's not quite as optimized. Like I can't. Oh no, actually, no. Yeah, Jeff's can grow some units above starting size. I don't have units to grow because I don't have a lich. Um, I don't have as strong a magic phase as Jeff because I took some phantom hosts instead of some spectral hunters.
Mm.
Um, but overall, it's pretty similar. One could say I copied him, but you don't have to say that. Um, Mine, I guess the other difference with my list is it doesn't have the barrow guard. It has like a big bus of skeletons with a court in, which I actually like that better than the barrow guard because it comes from core and it's pretty effective.
Right. And if you put your monster hunter vampire in there, the damage from the court and the monster hunter can outweigh losing skeletons, I think, pretty nicely.
Yeah, or at least you win. You have a pretty good chance to win via attrition.
Right.
But yeah, I didn't know Brian was going to take 6 Phantom hosts. I thought I was the cool kid with the Phantom hosts. But hey, maybe I won't get to play. Hopefully I won't. So at least we'll have some cool Ghosty Boys present.
Nice. All right. So
Yeah.
now it's official. Now it is official. So that is the list review for the tournament for next weekend. It's going to be really exciting to see everyone. James, who is your pick for best general?
It is officially official, but my pick for best general, I'm actually, I think, the top two contenders here, probably Mark and Jeff, the two players with ETC experience. So I'm actually gonna roll with the vampires.
Aha. Well, because you rolled with the vampires, I'm going to put my money on Sir Duncan.
Nice. I like it. I like it. But you know what I'm interested in? I'm interested in who gives these guys a real tough game.
Yes.
Like
Well,
I want, is it going to be you? Is it going to be Mike? Is it going to be Ben Keller? Is it going to be Chris Wynn, Dan, Brian? Like I think someone is going to give either Jeff or Mark like a really tougher than expected game, and that might decide who wins it at the end of the day.
all right. Well, let's see what I can do here.
Yeah, it's all on you, right? It's all on you.
Yes,
Maybe
yes. So that means
maybe
I
you
really
win and
need
you
to
win the
try
tournament.
and be try hard mode just to make sure that Mark wins. And
Yeah, right. No, maybe you win and you go on and win this thing. So
oh
we'll
God,
we'll see.
we'll see.
But it's
But
officially
anyway,
official. The tournament's happening,
it's happening.
and um, yeah, hopefully everyone has a good time. Thank you for having me on, Chris. Thank you to Titan Games and Hobbies. Thank you to Sigmarite Boutique and David. I'm really looking forward to hanging out and just hanging out, getting at least part of the gang back together and having a good time.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. So bring your Titans, bring your dice, and yeah, we'll catch you at the tournament, everyone. Ciao, ciao for now.